What's going on, everyone? I am Jamie and this is the Blades and EDC channel, and today I'm going to be doing my review of the Kizer Sheepdog. Before I do that, get something to drink here so I don't get choked up, and it is a cheat day. Dr. Pepper today. No gym and no required healthy eating today. Just eat what I want, drink what I want, have a good day. That's what every Saturday is. The other 6 days a week, I try to be as healthy as possible. So, also, if there are any moms watching this, happy Mother's Day to you. After I get done with this video, I got to go get my Mother's Day presents. Every year I get my mother a rose plant and another type of flower, and she has a huge rose garden now, and plant them for her for Mother's Day. So I think she has like 25 rose plants at this point. They're all over her yard now, so all different colors. I'm gonna look for a purple one this year. Hopefully I can find purple, and then some other kind of flower that has purple also. So all right, so let's talk about this knife real quick. This is the Kizer X-Ray Kizer X-Ray edition of the Kizer Sheepdog. This one has frag scales. This one is sold out, but you can still get the regular Sheepdog that doesn't have the frag scales. It is the same micarta, it's just not finished the same way. Everything else about the knife will pretty much be the same. The blackwash finish on the blade would be the same. Materials and everything would be the same. Let me give some specs real quick on the knife. The overall length is 7.75 inches. Blade length is 3¼ inches. Cutting edge is 3.125 inches. Blade width is 1.5 inches. Blade thickness is 130 thousandths. This is 154 cm steel sheep's foot blade with a flat grind, and handle thickness is just under 1/2 inch at 0.46 inches, and the overall weight is 4.5 ounces. I am struggling a little bit with my reverse flick today because of my arthritis, so if I fell it like that, it's not the knife, it's me. And my left hand is fine, but my knuckle and my middle finger and my right hand's kind of flared up today, so but thumb flick and reverse flick are excellent on this knife. The action on this knife is stupid good. It really is. I mean, it's drop shotty for, I mean, can't ask for much more than that, you know. And I did a disassembly video where I cleaned and lubed this knife several weeks ago now, and I haven't done anything to it since as far as lubing it or anything, and it's still drop shot as can be. I wouldn't quite call it a guillotine, but it's more of a controlled drop, but you don't have to shake it. You just got to let gravity do its course, take its course. It will fall. Do it left-handed. It's great left-handed too, but it does not have a reversible pocket clip. Now, I'm not sure if the other version with the other scales has reversible pocket clip or not. It may have, but this version does not. I will link the version that is available below in the description if you guys want to check it out. And I'm late to the game on this knife. This knife has been reviewed by many people, and I never was a huge fan of the look of it until I saw this with the frag scales. And actually there was a mini version also, which I bought first, the mini Sheepdog with the frag scales from Raylight, and this one was so good. Actually, while I got that there, give you size comparison in case you have a mini. This one was so good I had to get the full size. Give you another comparison here. Another Kizer. This is the Urban Bowie. It dwarfs both of those knives. Makes those knives look pretty puny, honestly. It's one of the larger knives I have for sure. Here's the Kizer Feist. Again, much larger. It's a big knife. Heavy, not heavy. I mean, 4.5 ounces, but compared to most of the knives I carry, it's pretty heavy. Here's the two I always do that most people have one variation or another of. The Spyderco Pair 3, got Kizer on the brain here, and the Penguin, the QSP Penguin. So yeah, it's a good sized knife. Honestly, it's a little bigger than I would tend to carry. I will carry it from time to time, but it just takes up a little more pocket space than I like to take up, just because of how wide it is. You put this in your pocket, you know, you're not getting much else in there. I mean, you can get stuff in there, but like if you got your keys in your pocket with this knife in your pocket and you're trying to get to your keys, this knife is big enough to where it kind of gets in your way, and you'd notice it. So, but it's a great knife. I love this knife. I love both of these knives, these Sheepdogs. I hope that they do some more special editions of them with different variations. I'm seriously considering getting the titanium version, but it's just, again, it's so bland looking to me. You know, they've got the regular stonewashed titanium, and they got a blue anodized stonewashed titanium. But I wish they would do some frag or something like that on it, give it a little more pop, do something to it to make it a little more, I don't know, make it not look like everything else, which that's why I like this. It doesn't look like everything else out there. So I would highly recommend this knife, and I'm going to assume from watching the other videos that I've watched that the regular Sheepdog is just as good as this. Everyone raves about it, and the blade's the same. Let's talk about steel, and you guys have heard me say this already before. I love 154CM. It's probably my favorite steel right now. I like it more, and people are going to call me crazy, but I'm no steel expert and no steel snob, but I like 154CM better than M390 as far as sharpening it and its edge retention. I think it sharpens better. I get a better edge on it, and it seems to hold its edge just as good, if not better, than the M390 knives that I have. So now, granted, I'm no expert, so take that with a grain of salt, but in my experience with the knives I have, I prefer 154CM. And honestly, this 154CM from QSP is my favorite for sure. This knife, man, you talk about getting an edge. Whew, razor blade, beyond a razor blade, honestly. You can take that thing so sharp, split hairs with it. Yeah, this is a fantastic knife. I would recommend it to anyone if you want a bigger knife. But the beauty of it is, if you don't want a knife this big, you get the exact same action out of the little one. And this is more of a a little smaller than me. The knife that I like. What they really need is one right in the middle, right? They need one a little bit bigger than this, a little bit smaller than that. That's what they need. Because this, for me, like the Penguin, that's the perfect size knife for me to keep in my pocket. It's just perfect. It's not too wide, not too heavy, fully capable knife. Wharncliffe blade or sheep's foot would be fine also. Either way, those are my two preferred blades, or a reverse tanto. Some people say that does not exist, but I will say it does. Yeah, this one's just a little too small. This is a great little fifth pocket knife, but Kizer, please, if you happen to watch this video, make one right in the middle of these two. Make a mid-size. That would be perfect, because this is just a little too much for me, and probably going to be a little too much for a lot of people. But as far as a knife, it's great. I mean, I don't have much negative to say about the knife, other than the pocket clip is not reversible, so it's not lefty friendly. That's about it, man. The size, and, which isn't a negative. That's a perspective thing. That's my perspective. It's a little too big for me to carry, but yeah, this thing is fantastic. It cuts like a dream. It's got beautiful action. It's on caged ceramic ball bearings, stainless steel liners, and the access to lock bar is fantastic, as you can see. You can easily get to that lock bar, no problems. Not sharp on your thumb or anything. Has a little jimping right there, and once you move that lock bar over, get out of the way, because it's coming. It's coming. It's not going to come too quick, but it's coming. So yeah, it's great. All right, guys, that's going to do it. That's my review of the Kizer Sheepdog. I think it is fantastic, and actually, I think the scales on this knife are fragtastic. And we just passed 400 subs. So if you're still here, this is the video. You made it. This is the video to comment on. Leave a comment on this video somewhere that contains the word fragtastic. And whoever, I'm going to do a random drawing. I'm probably going to wait 72 hours, maybe do it on Tuesday or Wednesday next week, one day or the other. And the winner will get a pack of these KPL little doodad things, 50 pack, and you will also get the Sativian ST110, which is a brand new knife. I've not done anything at all with this knife. I got it specifically for the giveaway. It has great action, and the axis lock, or I'm not sure what Sativian calls it. It's an axis lock, but it's Sativian's version of it. Crossbar, or cross lock, or something like that. It's really good. It's kind of strong to where it makes this knife almost feel a little bit assisted on the close and the open. It's very different, but not in a bad way. It's in a good way. This thing is really, really good. See how I stopped it right there and it didn't get past where the spring tension releases? If I go a little further, it'll pull it in. Definitely, for the money, it's a fantastic knife. These are micarta handles, but they're kind of a polished micarta, but they feel good. They don't feel like Kizer micarta. Kizer micarta has more of a, I don't know, softness to it. This is more polished. It almost feels like G10, but not really. But it doesn't feel like that micarta. But it's good micarta, and it's a good knife, man. Yeah, and D2 steel, ST110. If I can get that to focus in. Yeah, camera's not going to cooperate, is it? Just trust me, ST110. And yeah, leave a comment below somewhere. Something in your comment, leave the word fragtastic. Just like in the last one, I wouldn't recommend just putting the word fragtastic, because people see that and a bunch of those comments in the comments, and they may try to figure out what's going on. And you know, these giveaways like this are for those of you who are stick around, watch the videos, comment on the videos. Anyone can win. If you're still here watching this and you're hearing this, you can enter, but you must be 18 years of age and you must be in the United States. I am not shipping outside the country just because of crazy laws and all that kind of nonsense. I don't want to deal with it. I apologize in advance if you are not in the United States, but if you aren't, please don't enter the contest. I'm not shipping it outside of the United States. So, all right, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed my review of the Kizer Sheepdog. Most of you probably already have this knife. Like I said, I'm really late to the game on it. But if you don't have one, yeah, I would recommend getting one of the two or both. So, yeah, great knives. Kizer keeps killing the game. They really do. Kizer is really good knives for the money. All right, guys, I hope you all have a great weekend. Happy Mother's Day to any of you moms that happen to be watching, and spend some time with your family this weekend, and I'll see you guys on the next one.